The Native Americans that the Spanish encountered in California had many different reactions to the things they heard, the things they saw, and the people they met. The Kumeyaay in San Diego sometimes communicated with other tribes living many miles away through trail runners who traveled long distances carrying important messages from tribe to tribe. The Kumeyaay had heard long before the Spanish arrived that pale men in strange clothes were traveling north along the coast. From what we know, most of the natives at first reacted in a friendly way. They used sign language to try to communicate with each other. The natives traded with the Spanish for the things that they thought were especially interesting or useful. They'd most likely never seen horses or things made of metal. They were probably curious and totally fascinated. Let's listen to this passage from Zia about what it might have sounded like when the Spanish priests persuaded the Native Americans to start a new life at the Mission Santa Barbara. Yes, we would go and we would go soon. It was why I had come to Mission Santa Barbara in the first place. When Mando and I lived far to the south in the Cupeño village of Pala, I had decided this. That was the day 2 padres came to our village. They came on foot in their sandals and long robes and talked to our chief. They talked for a long time, all that day and into the night. There were more than 100 of us, and most of us listened. One of the padres said, "Your people will be treated well. They will have plenty to eat. The work will not be heavy, and they will have a good place to sleep, better than you have here." He paused to look around at our brush huts. "And we will teach you to speak Spanish, and introduce you to our God, who will bless you and look over you." "We have enough to eat," our chief said. "The huts you look at with scorn are not to our liking. Where we came from, where we lived before the Spanish and the white man drove us away from our meadows and springs, we had better places to live. And our God, though they are different from yours, bless us with rain and sun and many places where we can go." As we stood around our chief, listening very carefully, he said, "The priests have a home there in a place they call Santa Barbara. It is cool in summer and warm in winter. They have fields where they grow things like melons, and the sea is not far off. They want us to come and live with them." "What if we do not like this place?" the chief's son asked. "What if the sun does not shine like they say, and the sea is far away and has no fish in it?" "We will come home then," the chief explained. "If it does not suit us, we will take the trail and return." One of the padres said, hoping to persuade us to leave, "The time has come for us to gather together, the church and the Indians, both of us. And we must gather about the missions, which, as you know, are many. A day apart on horseback from San Diego in the south to San Francisco in the north. They were meant to be forts, if need be, for protection, and they are." The other padre said, "First, the Mexican government took thousands of acres of our mission lands. Then a war came between Mexico and the Gringos, which the Gringos won. Then the Gringos took your lands and much of what was left of the mission lands. The time has come for us to join together against the Gringos and the greedy Mexicans and Spaniards," the first padre said. "Otherwise there will be nothing left, not 1 acre for any of us. Nothing. The white men and the Spanish women they married will have it all. They and the rich Mexicans and Spaniards. You will have nothing, even less than you have now." After that, the 2 men talked for another day, and on the 3rd day 7 of us went with them. We took everything we owned. Some even took their dogs, though the padres said it would be better if we left them behind in our village. Mando went because he liked the sea and fishing. My friends Rosa and Anita went because they thought it all sounded adventurous, and they would meet many boys. Everyone had a different reason for going, different from mine. some of the natives were persuaded into starting a new life at the missions. They were promised lots of things by the Catholics: an education to learn Spanish and learn more about the world, new clothes, new kinds of food, including corn, beans, butter, tortillas, apples, melons, and grapes, safety from other Europeans who might try to hurt them, and a more comfortable life than the one they had.